Hey there, everybody. Good evening. We have a brand new trailer, and we're going to get that in just a second. But I'd like to remind you to subscribe to this channel so that we can hit 10K in the next 3 days. Unlikely. Still a goal. Also, I just paid $200 for my vet to tell me that my dog has allergies. So, you know, would appreciate the subscribe. Anywho, thank you all for choosing to watch this video. And now, on with the content. Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. We have Fire Emblem Heroes stuff tonight. I don't know what it is. It's the Mythic Hero trailer, naturally. And those get spoiled. You can see up in the top corner there. I know who it is. If you don't know who that is, basically one of the 12 Crusaders from Ullr. So think, group of chosen individuals by a divine god set to save the land. That type of, archetype. That's what we're dealing with here. Evidently, Ullr? Hold on.
Ullr.
Okay. All right. Well, why don't we just call her Ullr? I think it's a woman. My Ullr knowledge is not very strong. But we should obviously have Bow. I think that's Ufel. I think that's how you say that. Don't make fun of me. Okay, we're gonna watch this, and we'll just see. We'll just see what's happening here. Cause why not? What do we have in store for us today, ladies and gentlemen? A new mythic hero. A bow by the sounds and looks of it.
My name is Ullr. Once I was called a crusader.
Oh. That's a British accent right there. Crusader. Alright, yeah, Ufel. There you go. Is that how you say that? Don't correct me if I'm wrong. Just don't. Holy Ufel is the weapon of choice that we've got here. So that's going to accelerate special trigger cooldown count -1. It is effective against flying foes. Yadoy. And it also, if a unit initiates combat or a foe's HP is greater than or equal to 75% at the start of combat, grants attack speed +6 to unit during combat and neutralizes penalties to unit's attack speed and effects that inflict special cooldown charge -X on unit during combat. Great. So that's kind of nice. We get rid of penalties to just attack and speed. Not all penalties, just attack and speed. And then we're also not affected by things like guard, for example. Things that would slow our cooldown. So that's kind of nice. She's also got Deadeye. Oh my. Life and Death 4. Times Pulse. Because of course. Why wouldn't you with Deadeye? So is that 1, 2... Alright, so that's making it a 1 a 1 cooldown special on turn 1. Great. Alright, awesome. Hey. Love to see that. I'm Yingvi? Did I say that right? Don't correct me if I'm wrong. Just don't be that person. Something Ascendant. Unique B skill here. It's going to neutralize effects that prevent units' follow-up attacks during combat. If you initiates combat, you can make a follow-up attack before evoking counterattack. Oh. Oh. So it's null follow-up, as well as a non-conditional desperation. Oh. That seems balanced. Okay. Sure. That seems like a great idea. Oh, God, why? All right, so I apologize. I got too caught up by the voice here, which I am a fan of. I'm a fan of the voice. We are a light, we are a speed, and we are a blue bow infantry unit, which is not terribly surprising, given who we've got here. So blue looked pretty stacked, right? The downside is that blue is already so vastly stacked with 5 stars that we may not catch up ever. Anywho, let's continue with the trailer. Excited to see more.
Know well my strength.
Ooh. I like the little zoom in there. That's fun. Love that. Yoon. We could plus 10 Yoon. And I think Pence should be on this banner. Did I see Shamir? Why is Shamir on this banner? Alright, so... There he is! Yay! Yay! Pent is here! Woo! Alright. So... Shamir is here, which is interesting. They must be backfilling a little bit. I know she... Was she on the Legendary Mythic banner? I'm not sure. I mean, she was literally just on the Revival, right? So maybe they're doing this thing where they don't have enough of the same color. So they're backfilling with units that they think will be popular. Something they haven't had to do in a terribly long time. But if you missed your chance at the Revival, Shamir... I guess now is your opportunity. Yeah, I will likely pull on green just to try and get a pent when I'm not pulling on blue, I suppose. Because I do like Ullr. I like the non-conditional desperation specifically. That's pretty exciting. But overall, let's take a look here. So in red, we have a fully stacked squad of Cav friends in the likes of Reagan and Seliph and Sigurd. So red is really good. I would say Sigurd is probably the most beneficial. Duh. And then Reagan, and then probably Seliph, unfortunately. He's got good fodder because he has distant counter. And I think he has a joint hone skill. So there's that. But, you know, his dad far surpasses him in pretty much everything at that point. If you're not aware, Legendary Sigurd basically has the best special in the entire game. So, there's that. Blue looks ferocious. You have Saros, big supporter. You have Dimitri. And then you also have Ullr, which is fun. She has a nice way of talking, and I appreciate that. Not to mention she's a light unit, and that's really fun. We also have green. Green exists. Yoon. Rough. Shamir. Very good. Pent. You could probably do without Pent, but I love him, and therefore you should support me in supporting him and why I think he's good. And then colorless, we've got Mila, and we have Air, and then we have Luis coming back as well. Not too surprising there. Probably going to be seeing Fallen Edelgard fairly soon, I would say. Fallen units probably making their way onto Legendary and Mythic banners over the next 3 months, depending on the lineups. So be in process for that. But overall, I would say blue is probably the strongest. Red, green, probably tied for second. Because they do have very strong counterparts, right? But then there are just some that are lacking a little bit. And then colorless, Mila is probably the only thing you really want there. Probably for the isolation that she can provide you. Not that Louise isn't good. Louise is good, but you know, she's colorless bow. And you could have a shiny new blue bow who has a non-conditional desperation and null follow-up built into her B slot skill. So you probably want that. Just throwing it out there for you. So that is probably how I would rate that. I think blue probably strongest. Red, green tied for second. And then colorless would take the 4th slot after you decide between second and third with green and red. But of course, it always depends on what your barracks need, right? So you should pull for what you think is going to make your barracks a little bit stronger. Always go for that. And then I don't think we have anything else? I'm not seeing anything down here. This is going to begin on the 29th, which is basically August at that point. And if you're concerned, I believe the Tempest Trials for the newest special banner should begin before the 4th, which is when this ends. So, if you're wondering about what the new special banner is likely going to be, and you kind of want to take a look at that before you pull on this, you're going to have some overlap, so you will have time. Just thought it was important to point that out. In case you are being stingy with your orbs, like a lot of people tend to do during, Choose Your Legend season, which is coming up in about 2 or 3 weeks. So be on the lookout for that too. All kinds of stuff happening in August. Yikes. I feel like they probably released Ullr just as a way to kind of appease, your more classic fans, right? Because Choose Your Legends, well, it does contain Marth and Erica, who have a nice mix of classic feel. They are very much dominated by Gatekeeper, weird, and Marianne. So, so it has a very newish kind of feel. So I appreciate them putting in something from, a game that is older and not localized outside of Japan, to kind of help spread the love, right, of representation. That's always a nice thing to see. And I think that's what they're doing here. I think that is probably intentional. So yeah, that's good to see. Anywho, those are my thoughts on the Mythic banner that we've got coming up in just a couple days. Now guys, remember, you can subscribe if you want to. I would appreciate it. There's a button over there that lets you do that, probably. And if you want to watch something else that I've got, there's probably another video that you may not have seen that was on the channel. So be sure to check that out as well. But that is all I have for you right now. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you greatly. Let me know in the comments what you are most excited for on this Mythic banner. But that is it right now. So thank you again. And until then, I will catch you next time.